Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of the episode of the Vampire Diaries from last Friday, which was called "The Next Time I Hurt Someone, It Could Be You," and it served as the mid-season winter finale to the show. Of course, with the season continuing around January 10th, 11th, I think it was. I want to apologize for the extreme lateness of this review. Just with work's been kind of getting to me lately, and then I've had to make sure I'm watching other shows, and then things like Supernatural I'm still trying to pick away at and catch up on. So it's been hard, and I still think this season of the Vampire Diaries has been a good one. Some people are giving a lot of crap, but I honestly think it's one of the better seasons we've had for a few years. Really, I think it's overall so far superior to season 7. 6 overall, minus the final Elena stuff, which was great. Also, I think it was better than 5, minus the Catherine stuff that was done in that season. And these past couple episodes have been really good. You guys know how much I liked the last episode, Detour on Some Random Backwoods Path to Hell. And this one is probably just as good, if not even better. This is sort of a Christmas-themed episode. I didn't take any notes, but I am going to, of course, go through things that I do, remember and recall that I think are, definitely worthy of discussing. We got a good amount of stuff here. And even though I am enjoying the season, I haven't been, overly enthused to talk about it yet. I don't know, because I'm just kind of ready to see how it's all going to end. But I know once that happens, I'm going to wish I would have cherished these episodes a little bit more. But I'll do what I can. I'm never going to completely miss a review, I can promise you that, because I owe the show that much respect at the very least. But yeah, this is a good episode. Like I said, it was Christmas themed, and it took place on what was supposed to be Stefan's last day before he went off to serve, Cade. And so we had this little Christmas party at the Salvatore house, of course, with Damon and Sybil being a bit of a party crashers in a way. Of course, Matt and Lark being particularly shocked about Damon just showing up again after they staked him last week. But it's sort of what, you figured, because he's going to be a servant to Cade now, he's not going to just die like that either. So it makes sense how he would just come back. He had to, crawl in a lot of dirt, though, and, we have no idea how long that took him to, get it all out. But I really, really liked Damon in this episode, mainly because of what he pulled towards the end, which was a nice surprise. We knew Damon was going to come back at some point, and I'm not sure if he's fully with us again, but it's definitely a major step in the right direction, and I appreciate how that was done. It was spoiled for me, though, because I waited so long to watch it. I seen something about it beforehand, but I'll say it made him killing Sybil still very satisfying, though, despite that. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. I still like how Sybil was played, though. I think she is a pretty good villain. I think she is going to be. I thought she was going to be around for a little bit longer, though, but that probably means they're going to be focusing on Cade a little bit more, which of course makes sense with him being the king of hell and stuff. Of course, we also had Lark and Caroline dealing with the twins, and then some more stuff comes up about Matt and his father, Peter. And yeah, like I said, I didn't take notes, so I'm not going to remember everything right now, but we also get a flashback to some of Stefan's Ripper days in Monterey, which we've seen extensively throughout the series. But we get sort of a new look at it, an incident we haven't really seen before. You could argue that they're sort of shoehorning in moments like this, like Stefan's ties with Celine in the past here, that Cade showed him. When he slaughtered this camp around the holidays. So it kind of feels like they're kind of putting things in to the history that we conveniently never knew about before, sort of like what they did with Valerie last season and stuff, but it's okay, and the way they explain it makes sense why he wouldn't remember it and stuff, so it's alright, I'm willing to let that slide. But I liked it. I love Stefan, so I appreciate when he does go to that darker side, so I appreciate seeing more on his Ripper side. We got to see him with a beard. I always wish we got to see Stefan and Damon with a beard a little bit more often. We've had Damon with some 5 o'clock shadow before, and we have Stefan with the beard here, I've always wanted just one of them just to have like a beard for the whole season or something. I don't know. Beards are awesome. Grief beards and such. But so I like flashbacks to that, what we've seen of that. And then, of course, the Christmas party was as awkward as it could be. Enzo and Bonnie are also, actually probably having the best time out of anyone right now. Although they're getting back into the fray. And, that was done alright. And... okay, I kind of just want to talk about the Damon swerve in this episode. We knew he was going to come back at some point. We just didn't know if it was going to take all the way to the finale, with Elena likely returning or not. And while we don't know, like I said, we don't know if he's fully back with us yet. But there's definitely a part of his mind that's going to be going against what Cade wants, most likely, I think. And that had a lot to do with Caroline, ironically enough, and Caroline's the one who's arguably giving Damon the most shit out of anyone over the years. Even when Elena was saying how much she loves him or how much she cares about him, Caroline would always give her a little snarky look or something like that. But Caroline's the one that's responsible for triggering that Elena side to Damon again, with the present on Christmas or for the party here. And that is the necklace, Stefan had originally given to Elena, but it's also tied back to plenty of other stuff as well. And of course, this triggers Damon seeing Elena wearing it and putting her back into his head, which is good. And this causes him to, at first, seemingly make a nice proposal to Sybil, for the holidays, getting all romantic and stuff. And it seemed like Sybil was pretty happy about this progression of their, bond in a way. And this is something that one of you guys was commenting about in the previous video. Do you think they're going to have Damon and Sybil hook up, through Damon's warped mind and such? I thought that was a possibility, but I'm glad it didn't actually, go through. And Damon just, takes her heart out, which is awesome. We still have Stefan go through him at the end and shut his humanity off. So I'm wondering if Damon sort of has a plan here, if he's still going along with it until he figures something out, or he already has something in his mind that he's planning to do, or maybe he's still mostly controlled by all that, but there's a part of him that does care now. It's just waiting to be triggered again. I don't know, but still, it was definitely a good moment, and I'm glad that we don't have Ian Somerhalder playing the completely evil Damon for the whole season now, at least. But so overall, this is a pretty good episode. I'm going to give it an 8.7, 8.8 out of 10. I'm sure there's plenty of things I was forgetting in this one, so feel free to comment below. I'd love to talk about it more with you guys, as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry again for the lateness of it, but, it is what it is. I also had to put my cat to sleep recently, which is something I don't really want to talk about too much, but, it's been kind of rough, and it's just kind of hard to keep up with everything lately, but still, I'm never going to completely miss a review of this show. I love the Vampire Diaries. I'm going to see it through to the end. Eager to see how it ends. So, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. A little bit into January to see the next half of the final season. So, very eager, and stay tuned for other videos. Peace.